Fantasy football used to be this innocent little game. Talk trash with your buddies, maybe lose 20 bucks. But somewhere along the way, it absolutely hijacked how we watch and the NFL produces football. You don't care about your team anymore. You care about some random wide receiver on the Houston Texans because he's in your flex position. In this video, I'm going to talk about the 5 reasons of how and why fantasy football forever changed the NFL. And bear with me because it is going to get a little dark at certain points. But even at the end of this, if you don't agree with me, I will be at least sharing my thoughts, ideas, and facts around what is happening and the transition that we are seeing across the landscape of the NFL. Reason number 1, and probably the most simple, is fans don't care about their team anymore. Calm down. I know you like your team. You care about them. That's not exactly what I'm saying. See, once upon a time, it's like I'm telling a bedtime story. Football fandom was simple. You liked your team and you hated everyone else. I love it. Easy. Now, you're a Cowboys fan rooting for Jalen Hurts to get another rushing touchdown. That's not loyalty. That's Stockholm Syndrome. And don't tell me I'm wrong. I mean, you can, but please don't. Because according to the Fantasy and Gaming Association, over 30 million Americans played fantasy football last season. That's basically the entire state of Texas and Ohio getting together on a Sunday and screaming at Red Zone like their life depended on Dameon Pierce carries. Fantasy doesn't care about wins and losses. It cares about stats. Your team can lose 40-7, but as long as Kirk Cousins racks up 3 garbage time touchdowns, you're doing the happy dance. Nobody wants W's anymore. They want wide receiver 3s. Reason number 2 is that Red Zone made regular football unwatchable. Fantasy football's drug of choice is NFL Red Zone.
Yep. On a daily basis, I consume enough drugs to sedate Manhattan.
And let's be honest, once you've had Red Zone, you can't go back. You can't, nope, I don't care what you say, you can't do it. A regular game, painfully slow. You get punts, you get flags, and 2 minutes of Joe Buck talking about absolutely nothing.
Mitchell. Down to the 25.
But Red Zone? It's basically football cocaine. 7 hours, commercial free. Scott Hansen yelling like your personal hype man. Did you know that Red Zone averaged over 6 million viewers a week in 2024? You think those people are going back to watching the Jets punt for the 5th time in 10 minutes? Being at a stadium now feels like watching football on dial-up internet. Most of you kids won't even know what I'm talking about. My attention span is so painfully cooked at this point. I need 14 games at once just to feel something. It's horrible. It's actually really bad. I need help. Reason number 3, and bear with me, is that players are just numbers now. Now, I know they've always kind of been numbers that, you know, they wear them on their back and everything. But what I mean is these just simply aren't people anymore. They are just stat lines. A guy will blow out his ACL in the worst injury you have ever seen, where his leg is at a 90-degree angle that you did not ever think was humanly possible. And fantasy managers' responses around the world will be, oh no. Who's his backup running back again? Is he on waivers? Is he? Anyone know? It's so bad that players have literally tweeted about this phenomenon. Players will tweet out, oh man, you know, sorry I dropped that touchdown pass, or sorry I couldn't win the game for us in that last moment. And the replies are literal death threats and people complaining about how they lost $200 on their parlay.
Pray for Devin Funches. Ain't nothing wrong with him. He just sucks.
Todd Gurley is a snowflake loser bitch. The Lord.
You, Tom Brady, you fat bitch. I hope you cry. I do cry too.
Okay, I'll admit it. Those were actually pretty funny.
Reason number 4, and probably the most dark and diabolical part of all of this, is that of course you know the NFL had to cash in on this. Did you know that in 2021, the NFL signed multi-billion, that's billion with a B, dollar deals with DraftKings, FanDuel, and Caesars? Every single broadcast just looks like you're watching a Vegas sports book in real time. They put the spread on the screen. They push prop bets mid-game. The NFL is more of a slot machine than it is about actual football. Unless you're, you know, unless Taylor Swift is at your game, then it's about her. And the NFL loves it, as they should. I mean, I get it. It makes sense. It's a business at the end of the day. Making money is priority numero numero uno. Why was that so hard for me? And I get it. I understand it. But at the same time, what is happening to the game of football, the game I grew up on, the game that I love? It doesn't feel the same anymore. I got Ravens fans rooting for Steelers players. I got Burrow deniers praying that he throws another touchdown pass to Jamar Chase. And we got Taylor Swift fans hanging from the rafters. But lastly, and most importantly to me, is that nobody watches the same NFL anymore. Here's the wild part. While one guy is sweating a parlay on FanDuel, another guy only cares about his fantasy QB. Another one is glued to Red Zone. And then there's that, there's that one poor dude who's still actually watching the game and just rooting for his team to win. And the craziest part of all this is everyone I just listed is someone at the stadium who bought tickets to be there just watching all this play out on their phone. You can ask 5 fans of the same team how their Sunday went, and you'll get 5 different answers. My team won, but I lost fantasy. Yeah, I mean, they blew our rival out, but I lost my parlay. Oh, my survivor pool's alive, but my kicker ruined my life. We don't have NFL fans anymore. We have fantasy addicts with trust issues. So yeah, I mean, fantasy football broke the NFL. It continues to do so. It changed how we watch. It changed who we root for and what the league even is. For a lot of fans now, it's not about their favorite team winning by any means necessary and bragging about it the next day. It's about stats, props, and spreadsheets. But obviously the NFL doesn't care because, broken or not, it's making them a shit ton of money. So let me ask you and be honest with yourself. Are you rooting for your team at this point when you're watching the NFL? Are you watching a full game of just your team? No distractions, not worried about who gets what catch or who got what touchdown? Are you truly sinking in to the experience of watching your favorite team play in NFL games? Because personally, as a diehard fan, even I am struggling to maintain focus on my team and the ultimate goal, which is just hoping they win a Super Bowl. I'm watching Red Zone. I'm getting emotionally invested in guys that I should hate because they're on a different team. There are plenty of weeks where I feel like I got more of an emotional investment watching my parlay hit than I did watching my team look like an actual potential playoff contender. But you tell me, what's your experience been? How are you feeling about the direction of the NFL? And do you too agree that fantasy football has broken the way that we watch NFL today?